welcome to another review by Projects. I'm Psycho, and in this part I'm going to be reviewing the RPG game called Darksiders. Darksiders was released by THQ a few years ago, and the story is about one of the riders of the Apocalypse War, which arrives to Earth because the seals were meant to be, were said to be broken, and it features a great story about proving War's innocence, that he did not ride for no reason, but he rode because all the seals were broken. The story itself is great. It's really detailed and stuff, especially for the characters. There aren't too many characters introduced in the game, so you can follow the story as well without getting lost in it. Some of the characters really stand out and are also featured in the next parts in Darksiders 2. The third part was set to be that it is going to be made, but nothing is really sure about it yet. The game could use some work on the past of a few characters, because the background wasn't really revealed, but it still is really impressive. Not too long. It keeps you interested in it, so you can always follow the storyline. Don't get lost, and basically just enjoy the game as it is. It's not too hard, even on the hardest setting, so the game really keeps you interested, focuses a lot on the story and also on the gameplay. In the gameplay there is a slightly small arsenal of weapons and powers, although it is an RPG. It's not a classic one, and it could use some work on the powers and on the weapons. In my opinion, the one thing that is missing in the game is additional armor. In the game you can get the abyssal armor at the end, but there could be a few more armors during the game which you could change and get the ultimate armor in the end. You can concentrate more on the storyline and not so much on the gameplay, because they haven't made the gameplay that hard, so you can focus and really keep in touch with the story, but still not lose much in the gameplay. In the gameplay there are many puzzles which are made great, and some of them are kind of hard, but most of them are quite easy, so the story still continues as good as it is. For the fighting in the gameplay, there are many combos that can be unlocked, and gadgets and weapons, so it kind of still keeps you in the game, but could use some more details. It could use a more difficult fighting system, and some of the bosses could be more difficult, but it still provides some a challenge to the one playing it. The graphics, if you look at it when it was released, the graphics are awesome. It can compare to some of the newer, and it works on low specs as well as the high ones. In my opinion, while it could use some tweaking, it's still a great game. The graphics are great, the storyline, I'd give it a 10, and the sound acting in the game is epic. There are simple and difficult puzzles which aren't too hard. There is quite a lot of them, and it keeps you entertained throughout the game. The game itself is great, but it could use some tweaking, and they could make it better. So this is pretty much gonna be it for this review. Don't forget to like and subscribe, comment on the videos, and I'm gonna see you in the next one.